why do you feel as though black love needs to be defined? If it needs to be a thing, because we do have to say black love when it comes to a thing. Because I don't feel like people believe in us being happily in love, and well, at least I haven't heard.
Why we gotta prove that?
I mean, right. I think me personally,
or is it social media?
That may be it, because
I think it needs to be said. I think it needs to be said and promoted so that the next generation will see.
So our
kids
really understand it, so they understand.
Because the more that we, just do it in the dark, then they feel like they can do whatever the hell they want to.
That's true.
Well, I can't speak for other kids or who see, but the kid in the house with us definitely sees it.
Yeah, but see,
definitely.
It's more. So but as a person, as a black person, we have more of an obligation to the kid inside our home and the kids outside our home, because we've been through so much. You know what I'm saying? There's so much against us that we have to also do things for them as well. And of course you know this because all the
I mean, and it's crazy because just earlier today, one of the kids that I spoke to last Friday liked a picture of me and my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I get it, and I smiled at that because I'm like, he sees. You know what I'm saying? So
and the narrative.
Oh God, now I'm about to cry.
Does she have tissue?
This wasn't even the moment yet.
That's what I was. I don't get
that
this
wasn't
moment.
it.
Sure, are you about
But
I don't get this.
But you know what?
Right here.
always cry.
But you know what?
Right.
You seen me at the open mic. She's talked to me on the phone and known me longer. So it's like Mo happy. He in a relationship. Like that's. I'm guessing where her mind went. I can't speak for her.
And it's the ugly cry too. It's the
that's my friend.
Cry,
she's happy for me. Thank you, Sherelle. Go ahead, Cook.
No, but when you said social media, but it's not that. It's the narrative and the images that are put into the media, into movies, into everything else that our generation, the generations behind us see. Like, you don't even see happy couples. Like you said, there's no shows like Freshman. I'm like, so it is important for them to label it black love. Like, it's a thing. It exists. A lot of kids don't. I didn't come from no married house, and my parents fought. They went.
Me either.
I was fully aware of the custody battle. My mama was beating down my daddy's door. Like, I didn't see that. So it's important for kids to see that. Like you said, for young men to know it is okay to be emotionally available to a young woman, be open and honest with her, and that doesn't make you soft. That doesn't make you any less of a. It makes you more of a man.
Yeah.
Right. So that's
good.
And
say it twice for the people.
Yeah, I think titling.
Yes, and the front, and the side.
Titling something allows it to be more prominent. For instance, the Black Men Don't Cheat movement. You know what I'm saying? People can get frustrated.
Is this a movement for real?
It really is.
It's not a joke.
See, that's the thing is that women
on my timeline it does look like a joke. I ain't
I thought that was a joke.
But when they talking about Mello and he's clearly cheating,
yeah.
Well, I mean,
he tried it, but that's
of course you're gonna have certain things, but it's some people it's some men out here that is really fully behind Black Men Don't Cheat, and it's some men who probably not cheating because of Black Men Don't Cheat movement.
Right, I can go with
that's
that.
True.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, there's gonna be some people that misuse it, and you know what I'm saying. But it's definitely helping out with monogamy for the black man in this time and age.
Shout out to the 20 people.
Exactly.
Y'all gotta stop, and y'all know it's not, but y'all know it's not just it's two meanings though. Do y'all know that?
No.
So it's Black Men Don't Cheat. The way y'all taking it is, oh my God, yes they do. You know what I'm saying? But it's also a statement telling black men don't cheat.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's where you place the
It's
comma.
double-sided. It's double-sided, and people don't know that.
I love that.
I ain't even peeped that.
Yeah.
I normally peep that type stuff. Okay, I like that one.
Yeah, it's actually telling black men not to cheat.
You don't peep that.
I know,
Exactly.
right? I'm slacking on my double entendres,
Right.
man. No, one thing Sherelle mentioned earlier, and it made me think of something. What strengthened our relationship at the very beginning when we were being heathens and shacking up and everything was the support that was there in very trying times. I think I keep stuff to myself because I don't want to hurt nobody else. If I get sad news, I don't want to tell you because I don't want you to go through it.
Yeah.
It ain't that I'm keeping it to myself to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying to protect everybody else, but I'm like, I can't be here to protect everybody if I done died from stress.
And truth be told,
I look at it differently though. I look at it as I don't want to hold it because this may help you.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say.
know,
yeah, truth be told, when you keep everything to yourself, you think you're doing a favor, but you're really being selfish.
Yeah.
Because you not sharing it with someone else, you may be a blessing to whomever that is going through. Like, ain't nothing new under the sun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever somebody going through, somebody else has experienced.
And nobody really want to feel alone.
Yeah.
Like going through pain and having to deal with like a sick parent or your child not doing what they supposed to do in school, or even something going on in your marriage. Like I have so many friends that come to me that are married that the public looks at as goals, right? So many women come to me that talk to me about their marriages and how their marriages are not going the way they post about it. Mm-hmm. And you wouldn't believe.
I like that you said post about
you
it.
You would not believe. You would not believe. Like, but Black and I'm not posting about this nigga if I'm pissed. I'm not posting about him.
We know because you were ghost for a long time.
Yeah, I'm not posting about this nigga, but I will.
She
post,
lost her phone that time.
I will post.
What we gonna tell them?
That was 2 whole weeks.
No, but I will post that we went through something. You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to know, like, because I feel like it is my. I have to do due diligence because our marriage was so viral that people look at it as a fairy tale, but they don't know that we have some shit. That really we have to get over.
Really, and whole time we got the fairy tale wedding.
Yeah,
whole time though. We don't argue with none of that.
They don't argue. I'm like, how do y'all relationship work?
You see Davina's face, all the time. But it's dead ass. Like we don't. I don't know why.
Well, you don't think we argue either, so I guess it's the same.
The difference is, you do when I hit.
Shout out to my cousin.
For real?
The difference is you do's not hit. You can ask her. She right there.
He hits it with, is this an argument?
He said, wait, is this what's happening?
But I mean, she's here to vouch for mine. So
I'm super non-confrontational by nature.
I wish I could be like that.
And I get
but it's because when I do, it's bad. So it drains me emotionally. Like, so if we don't have to go there, look, let's just talk about it. What is it?
But how many times have we even had that moment to where it could have went there? I don't feel like there's been a bunch of that.
No, one of us is just like, all right, whatever. Like, because it's never that deep.
Ever.
Like, I don't
even see what other people argue about, to be honest.
I do.
I don't.
I do. When you have two very strong personalities.
No,
yes, I do.
I just wanted to have an argument on air. Go ahead. For the record.
Why are you like this, yo?
Do you think if you weren't in a relationship, you'd have been that way? Like, does being in a relationship make you open up to talk to someone? Or were you always...
No, I think she gives me courage, you know, to go out and do it. But I've always had the desire to do it. I mean, and it actually connects to what you guys were just talking about. TV didn't really have an influence on what I thought marriage was. I didn't really pay enough attention, or I don't think it stuck with me. I just always knew that I wanted somebody special beside me. You know, I always wanted someone who I could share my deepest and darkest secrets with, because, you know, I know how good it feels to have someone in your corner, man or woman. And I'm not saying in a sexual situation. I'm saying, like, if you have a best friend that you sat down and you told them, you know what I'm saying, your deepest, darkest secrets, and they supported you, like, that felt amazing.
That's real.
And so I always wanted to have, like, and I think people in general, even if they don't want to get married, no one wants to grow old and not have that person beside them who they can share those experiences with. So sharing my all with her and seeing how safe it is, and you know, so now I'm sharing with her my desires of wanting to help men, you know, my desires of trying to get them to be more vulnerable and stuff. And in return, she say, well, nigga, what you doing? Like, go and do it. Go and get it done. You know,
you talk to me.
Yeah. Don't even worry about what people will say. Listen, so that's another thing. I'm not worried about what people say, because I know I can always come home and she gonna be she got my back. She gonna champion me. So it really doesn't matter what the world says.
That has to be the best
I think
we don't have no time to play it safe. Like we are black people. We are strong. Like, we are so creative. Everything that we do, another race tries to replicate it, right? We have so many different gifts and we have so many different purposes. And with him, he's basically played it safe his whole life, for real, because of what people will say. Not me. I'm like, I don't care what nobody gonna say. I'm gonna do it. If I fail, then I learn from it and I'll try something else. You know what I'm saying? I've had a dozen, maybe hundreds of things that I've thought about, and 50% of those I've tried and I failed at it, right? But I've learned from it. And so with him, I'm like, if we marry, like, we're going to be on the same accord as far as this hustle and getting this money and having our purpose.
I think there's a misrepresentation of me.
No, baby, you do. No,
listen what I'm saying, though. Listen what I'm saying. I said you give me courage to step out further, you know, but you have to think. It's some of the things that I've done in my past that I had to jump out on faith. For instance, like Mambo Sauce. Mambo Sauce wasn't accepted by the DC community to come with an all-original
I'm talking about the feeling stuff now, though. I'm not talking about the music.
I'm
talking about
he played it safe all his life. Y'all about to have an argument on this show, right?
I don't give a shit.
That's
you know I'm not here for it.
No, just go ahead, give it to us.
All the smoke.
I'm talking about more so of, you know, you being vulnerable to who you are, not just your craft, and you being creative, who you are as a person.
That's true.
To help other men, you know what I'm saying, and women to own their truth and their pain and their trauma and stuff like that, because that's basically what we do, and that's what I'm talking about as far as that's concerned. I'm not talking about you being creative, and because you're extremely, like, I've never met anybody like you in my life, so I'm not saying it like that, and I don't want to take all the credit for your success. I'm talking about the things now that you are pursuing
doing that I wasn't doing prior to. I got
so
you.
Just calm down. Don't let insecurity let insecurity sneak in and take over this interview.
Hey, turn our mics off for a minute.